Welcome to this edition of SKNIS Week in Review. The Week in Review highlights the top stories of the work of the government of St. Kitts and Nevis for the past week. Here's a look at some of the highlights for the week of August 4th to 10th. Independence theme revealed, Public Accounts Committee bill is historic, jobs are increasing in St. Kitts and Nevis, youth to be exposed to the positive use of social media, upcoming projects to further stimulate local economy, and Minister Grant welcomes investors to St. Kitts and Nevis. I am your presenter, Sharima Matthew. This year's 34th Independence Anniversary will be celebrated under the theme, Youth, Vision, Integrity, Securing Our Nation's Prosperity. The theme was chosen from a number of entries that were submitted and was won by Donette Dyer Maloney of Nevis. Chairman of the Education Subcommittee for Independence and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, William V. Hodge, indicated that the Ministry of Education will play an integral role in Independence 34, as Cabinet declared that this year's celebration will focus on the Federation's youth.
The youth is the focus. And so if the theme is speaking to the young people, then we are saying that the young people having a vision, having integrity, combining these elements is a way of securing, a way of guaranteeing prosperity within the country. So basically for me, it encapsulates the message that our young people must have a vision, they must have integrity, and when they work these two qualities, then it is a way of securing or ensuring that our nation is going to prosper.
Mr. Hodge noted that the young people of the Federation are extremely important to the future development of the nation. Speaking passionately about the nation's youth, Mr. Hodge said that the young people are the Federation's greatest resources, and all must be done to ensure that they know and understand their importance to St. Kitts and Nevis. To further involve the youth in this year's independence celebrations, a committee comprising of principals, teachers, and other persons in the broader education sector was established. In addition to the usual patriotic programs in schools, a number of other activities, including a night of music, drama, poetry and elocution, dance, choir, and school beautification competition, are planned to capture the interests of the young people. The National Assembly met on Thursday, August 10, 2017, to discuss a number of important bills. One such bill included the Public Accounts Committee Bill 2017. The bill, which had its first reading on July 11, 2017, was described as historic for the Federation by the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris.
The bill, Mr. Speaker, is an historic bill in the context of St. Kitts and Nevis. And the bill seeks to bring into being and to set the new legal framework for the functioning of a proper Public Accounts Committee. The bill that is before this Honourable House today provides the basis for the work of the Public Accounts Committee, and it clarifies its mandate so as to ensure that there is no conflict with the constitutional mandate of the legislative auditor. Some may call him the Director of Audit in our context.
The Finance Minister said that his administration is working assiduously to ensure that there is not a repeat of such going forward, as his government is simply, and I quote, consecrating the future of accountability in St. Kitts and Nevis, end of quote, with respect to the Public Accounts Committee bill. Other bills that were tabled included the St. Christopher and Nevis Citizenship CBI Escrow Accounts Bill 2017, which had its first reading on June 13, 2017, the Legal Profession Amendment Bill 2017, which had its first reading on July 11, 2017, and the National Assembly Elections Amendment Bill. Copies of the bills can be found on the website sknis.kn of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service under the heading Notices. Statistics from the St. Kitts and Nevis Social Security Board show that 2016 has been a record year in a number of categories, including the number of persons registered to pay contributions. Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, said that the figure stood at 29,186 contributors, which means more persons were being gainfully engaged by the growing economy. Additionally, figures pointed to the largest number of employees registered in any 1 year period on record, the largest number of jobs on record, and the highest ever annual wage bill on record, which was $918.7 million. This is likely to increase as a number of major tourism developments are expected to open in the medium term. This includes the Park Hyatt St. Kitts Christophe Harbour, which has a scheduled completion date of November 2017. A recent announcement was made by Park Hyatt St. Kitts, suggesting that close to 300 locals will be gainfully employed on a permanent basis. Using social media in positive ways will be an emphasis of a new initiative to be rolled out next week by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. This is one of the topics at the inaugural Police Summer Youth Camp that will be held from August 14th to 27th at the Dr. William Connor Primary School. Officials are expecting 200 young people to attend the sessions. With the popularity of social media, particularly with the younger generation, and its broad reach, officials felt that it would be useful to engage attendees in ways to use platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter to counter some of the negatives that are perpetrated online, such as cyberbullying. The creativity of the campers will be tapped to develop uplifting messages using music, dance, and poetry. In relation to the camp, Constable Lawston Percival is taking the lead in the initiative and said the response has been overwhelming from persons throughout the country.
When the word got out and the registration form was sent to the police station, they went real quick. Initially, we thought of doing 150, but after the 150 forms went so fast and people were still calling, I got the go-ahead to do an extra 50. People are seeing something new. People are seeing the police in a different light, so they are eager to get their children involved in something that the police is doing.
The camp is part of the National Crime Reduction and Prevention Strategy that was produced in March of 2017. The increased activities and operations by the security forces, which have enhanced the safety and security environment in St. Kitts and Nevis, have been welcomed by the public and drawn commendation from Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris. While addressing the National Assembly on Thursday, August 10th, Prime Minister Harris presented on national security, referencing the focused activities to engage the public and foster better relations between the security forces and the community.
We want to commend all the agencies of national security for their special outreach in this regard. I want in particular to hail the efforts of the St. Kitts and Nevis Fire and Rescue Services, which held its 15th annual Summer Safety Program. This year, the program catered to a record 617 children, 556 in St. Kitts and 61 in Nevis. And this year, for the first time, they added a new core element to the summer program which emphasize crime and violence. So I therefore want to again commend the fire and rescue services for this important outreach and the fact that they manage to cater to so large and diversified a group of young people from St. Kitts and Nevis.
Recognition was also given to the Community Policing Initiative of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, which includes the inaugural Police Summer Camp, scheduled for August 14th to 27th, hosting town hall meetings and other engagements with community members, reviving the Teens and Police Service TAPS program in high schools, enhancing the school liaison program, fostering relations with community groups, and others. With St. Kitts and Nevis already being recognized for its strong economic growth, the local economy is expected to receive even further economic stimulation as work on a number of projects continues across the Federation, and plans for the commencement of work on other developments are set to begin shortly. That was revealed by Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, who spoke specifically of the projects currently being undertaken in St. Kitts and Nevis.
We have the Tilloff project that is moving slowly but surely. We have the St. Kitts Castle Hotel and Frigate Bay, nearly 100% complete, just as the roundabouts to all could see. We have the Coast Guard headquarters at Bird Rock making steady progress and line for completion this year. We have a police training facility at Limekiln, which was stalled for several years. Now construction work continues. We have a National Heroes Park adjacent to the Connery Sport Facility, which is taking shape beautifully and majestically.
The Honorable Prime Minister also made mention of the proposed enhancements at the different ports of entry, including construction of the second cruise pier at Port Zante and the new ferry terminal that is under construction in Basseterre. Prime Minister Harris said that these projects point to the progress and growth in the economy, and specifically to the number of jobs being created in St. Kitts and Nevis. Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Lindsay Grant, welcomed some 30-plus investors from the Republic of China, Taiwan, who are currently in the Federation to showcase their products and services, as well as to seek opportunities to invest in St. Kitts and Nevis.
We are very thrilled that you would have made this visit in your continued quest to build partnerships with us here in St. Kitts and Nevis in the areas of business, tourism, trade, services, and cultural reciprocity, among others. You're all of various backgrounds, and so I am elated to be among some of the best minds of your beloved country.
Minister Grant briefly highlighted the relationship between St. Kitts and Nevis and the Republic of China, Taiwan, which dates back to 1983. He spoke to the many benefits to which many nationals and the country alike have gained, and noted that it is his belief that the investors will bring even more benefits to the Federation. He added that the Federation also stands to benefit from future projects, including financial support in areas of construction, infrastructure development, public health, and capacity building, which he said further signals Taiwan's incredible commitment to St. Kitts and Nevis. The tourism minister offered best wishes for further growth of development between both countries, as well as with the investors. John Zuliani, son of the late Alceo Archie Zuliani, continued his family's long-standing tradition of making charitable contributions to the St. Christopher Children's Home when he presented a check valued at EC $70,000 to the management of the home. This donation is expected to significantly enhance the lives of the 14 children who presently reside at the home. John Zuliani, who is the president of the Royal St. Kitts Hotel, said the funds were raised during an event that was held in Canada in July 2017.
We are able to do a fundraiser, which is generally in the Italian community known as a stag, for a new couple, for myself and my fiance, Dr. Danielle, who were getting married next year in February. And we decided to contribute all the funds that we raised at the stag to the children's home in memory of my father. So in essence, it'll be my father's last contribution to the children's home and our family's continued commitment to supporting the children's home here in St. Kitts.
Administrator of the St. Christopher Children's Home, Margaret Stevens, used the occasion to express her profound gratitude to the Zuliani family for its continued support of the organization over the years. The presentation was witnessed by Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Timothy Harris, the Honorable Senator Wendy Phipps, Minister of State in the Ministry of Health, Community Development, Gender Affairs, and Social Services, as well as management, staff, and residents of the St. Christopher Children's Home. Thanks for viewing SKNIS Week in Review. I am Sherma Matthew. See you next week as we continue to update you, the general public, on what's happening in and around the Federation.